My presentation today is going to be over the toxicity of tetrodotoxin. What is tetrodotoxin? Tetrodotoxin is a neurotoxin found in fish from the order of Tetraodontiformes, which includes pufferfish and porcupine fish. It is described as one of the most toxic substances known to man. Its lethal dose is over 275 times lower than cyanide. While the biosynthetic pathway for the toxin is partially understood, toxicity seems to be as a result of bioaccumulation from pufferfish eating organisms that eat toxic bacteria. Main human risk factors. Fugu is a Japanese dish made from pufferfish. It is commonly served as sashimi, so it is served raw usually. In Japan, only licensed chefs who have completed a 3-year minimum apprenticeship and passed the board certified exam are allowed to serve and prepare sashimi. Improperly handled blowfish is the most common route for toxicity in humans. Effects of tetrodotoxin on the human body. Tetrodotoxin is a sodium channel blocker, meaning that it impairs the conduction of sodium ions through sodium channels. The firing of action potentials are inhibited and sodium passages are blocked. This results in the nervous system for being able to send signals to the muscular system. People intoxicated with tetrodotoxin poisoning, they usually present symptoms within 30 minutes to 6 hours after ingestion. At least a less than lethal dose, most people normally recover within 24 hours. Symptoms that are induced by tetrodotoxin intoxication, those are going to be headaches. You have diarrhea, nausea, abdominal pain, lack of coordination, and in most severe cases, you have muscle paralysis and cranial nerve dysfunction. A poisoned individual can be left paralyzed and unable to breathe, eventually leading to asphyxiation, all while remaining conscious. The toxic dose for humans have not been established, but a single dose of 1 to 2 milligrams of purified tetrodotoxin can be lethal. There are currently no known antidotes. In 1941, Fukuda and Tani introduced a scale of 4 grades of poisoning. Grade 1, this is going to be your general numbness and gastrointestinal symptoms, such as nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Grade 2, this is going to be your facial numbness. This is going to be your slurred speech, lack of coordination, pretty much the symptoms of alcohol intoxication. General flaccid paralysis. This is pretty much you're unable to move. If you haven't gone unconscious yet, you have dilated pupils, and you start to have respiratory failure. Grade 4, you're going to have severe respiratory failure with bradycardia, hypertension, and unconsciousness. Epidemiology. The incidence of tetrodotoxin poisonings are very rare, just mainly due to the strict regulation on how it's served and who can serve it. But most commonly, you're going to have a higher rate of tetrodotoxin poisoning in Southeast Asian countries such as Japan, Taiwan, Korea. So for example, from 2002 to 2006, over 223 Japanese patients have suffered from tetrodotoxin poisoning, and 13 of those have died.